Getting the church building ready for people to come and worship is a privilege and a huge responsibility. It's imperative that the people that clean for us are kept safe and healthy while they make our buildings safe and healthy for us to gather. If available, provide the cleaner with a new clean medical mask each shift. To properly put it on, hold the mask by the ear loops only. With the white side against the face, place the ear loops over each ear. Touching only the soft metal bar, smooth the top of the mask over the bridge of the nose. Continue to wear the mask without touching it, unless to remove it to take a break, in which case, place the mask in a labeled paper bag. Dispose of masks after sneezing or if it gets wet or is otherwise contaminated. Ready the area by increasing ventilation in the room. Open doors or turn on any fans. Begin by systematically working your way from one side of the pews to the other. Use the correct cleaner for the surface. In this case, the cleaner is washing the backs of the pews with soap made especially for wood surfaces. Alternatively, plain soap and water could be used. Washing is all that's needed if we're looking at weekly attendance. Then rinse and allow it to air dry. If the area is used within 48 hours, however, pews should be disinfected. For example, between services, use a scent-free disinfectant, wetting down every area that's been touched. In this case, the cleaner is using bleach-based wipes. Make sure that the bleach-based cleaner stays in contact for the time listed by the manufacturer and then let it air dry. If your church has fabric pews, as shown here, there's no need to clean the fabric between uses since the seats are considered low-touch surfaces. So to keep your sanctuary clean, wash high-touch areas with soap and water between weekly services, and when used frequently, such as within 48 hours, disinfect between uses. Kitchens require special attention as they're places that people congregate and eat. To ensure consistency, thoroughness, and accountability, the cleaner will check the cleaning log to determine what surfaces and areas need to be attended to. Before surfaces can be washed, they need to be decluttered. Then surfaces can be regularly cleaned with soap and water, dried with paper towel or left to air dry, and then disinfected. High-touch areas such as faucet taps, microwave, fridge handles, coffee makers, counters, cupboard handles, switches, and knobs need to be cleaned, dried, and then disinfected more frequently. Especially during pandemic times, people may want to engage in a conversation with the cleaner. This is fine, but just make sure that as the public health guidelines suggest, everyone stays at least 2 meters from each other and everyone should be wearing a mask. To properly wash hands, use warm water, just slightly warmer than your forehead, and wet your hands. Get the soap foamy and cover all surfaces using friction. Don't forget between your fingers and your wrists. Rinse your hands and use a paper towel to pat your hands dry. Use that paper towel to turn off the taps and open the bathroom door. Special cleaning occurs when there's a known exposure to an infectious disease or there's a body substance in a space. Begin your special cleaning by making sure that you have the proper personal protective equipment. In this case, an apron, gloves, and a mask should be worn. Eyewear is also recommended in this situation. Then prepare the environment by opening a window and turning on fans if available. Get a plastic garbage bag, paper towels, a pail of soapy water, and a pail of plain water and disinfectant. First, fold down the garbage bag to protect the opening. Then have a bag for used gloves, a pail of plain water, a pail of soapy water, and a roll of paper towel nearby. Put on nitrile kitchen-style gloves. Now the cleaner is ready to mop up the substance with paper towel, placing each towel in the garbage bag. In this case, the substance is spit up from a baby. Any bodily fluid can be contaminated with pathogens. When the substance has been mopped up, wash the surfaces and objects with soap and water. Rinse them with plain water, then dry them well or allow them to air dry. Lastly, spray the surfaces and objects with disinfectant spray. The cleaner will then remove her nitrile gloves and put them in a plastic bag to clean and disinfect later. The garbage bag can then be unrolled and tied. The tied garbage bag can then be disposed of in the regular garbage. Toilets and sinks can be a challenge to keep clean and sterile. There is evidence that the virus that causes COVID-19 has been found in both urine and feces. Toilets can spray during flushing, causing essentially a sneeze. Close the lid before flushing if the toilet has a lid. If not, turn your face away before flushing. Make sure to regularly disinfect all high-touch surfaces in the washroom areas and then to clean your gloves afterwards. Don't forget to clean your cleaning supplies, for example, at least once per week. Launder your rags, apron, and gloves. Sterilize your mops with bleach. Make sure that all cleaners understand safe cleaning protocols and revise your cleaning plan as circumstances change. Whoever cleans your church has an important job, which keeps everyone safe. Make sure that they have clear policies and procedures, access to appropriate equipment, and are well aware of the church's cleaning standards and expectations. Together, we can make the church building a safe, healthy, and clean space.